is quite possibly the most dangerous guy in all of American politics. I mean, he makes Roger Stone, correct me if you guys disagree with me, he makes Roger Stone look like Mary Poppins.
Glenn Beck amping it up on his radio program yesterday concerning the Trump campaign shakeup. You just heard him call the new CEO of that campaign, Stephen Bannon, dangerous. Please, is that assessment really the case? Our parent website, Newsmax.com, takes a closer look at Stephen Bannon and exactly who he is. And joining us to talk about it from Newsmax Washington is our good friend John Gizzi. John, let me pause here and remind everybody they can call us at 1-877-NEWSMAX. That's 1-877-639-7629. Now, John, you're nice enough to come in and face me via television from Newsmax Washington. I just want your take on this. Stephen Bannon, why all the grief? Why all these uncomplimentary monikers thrown his way?
Well, as Harry Truman once said, when you tell the truth, they say, I'm giving you hell. And the fact is that Bannon, as the CEO to Breitbart News, in fact, as the heir to Andrew Breitbart after his tragic death in 2012, he has made an impact with some of the stories that he has brought out. And they have been extremely controversial, but they've been proven correct. And when you make an impact like that and you upset people, you are bound to be called a lot of names. Dangerous is just one of the tame terms that's been thrown his way since he was named as the campaign manager for Donald Trump.
Well, you know, and we see this picture, Sirius XM satellite radio, the first time I worked with Steve Bannon, for purposes of full disclosure. I find him to be an incredibly talented guy. Tough, well, maybe in some ways, but certainly a civilized, well-read, and very talented guy. So we've gotten all the dangerous talk, we've gotten all the hyperbole. In your estimation, Brother Gizzi, who is the real Stephen Bannon?
Well, I think the real Stephen Bannon is a very complex, multifaceted, and diverse person. And we hear a lot of call for diversity in politics today. You certainly get it with Stephen Bannon. He's been a U.S. naval officer stationed at the Pentagon, a graduate of Harvard Business School, a very high-tech investment operator, both for Goldman Sachs and for his own company, a Hollywood film producer, and of course, the boss, the head honcho at Breitbart News. And in all these endeavors, he's succeeded. I think that someone who has that kind of achievement in so many diverse areas has to be looked at very seriously as he enters the new endeavor of running a political campaign.
Bottom line, though, will he help make the difference for Donald Trump?
Look, JD, you've been around politics a long time, and I think you would agree. In the end, you've seen a lot of blame and a lot of praise thrown campaign managers, from FDR's Jim Farley to George W. Bush's Karl Rove. But in the end, take the political par excellences, give them their due, and remember, it's the candidate who makes or breaks Election Day in November, period.
Good to know. John Gizzi tonight from Newsmax Washington. John, thanks again for your time.
Always a pleasure. Good evening, JD.